Hi guys, it's Ebony-Glam and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please like and subscribe and join our geeky creepy family. Today's video I'm going to talk to you about my hair, and as promised I'm going to tell you how I went from the black hair I had previously to this gorgeous ginger colour, and also give you some advice on how you can go from this ginger colour to blonde on your own at home. So first of all, I'm going to start with a hair story and tell you basically what happened and why I wanted to go back to my natural colour. My natural colour is this Ebony colour here that's in my little space buns. Right, basically in April this year, on the 4th of April, I come back from my grandmother's funeral, and myself and my grandmother were very, very close my whole childhood, and we had quite a strong bond. Her death affected me quite a lot. It still affects me now, and I'd come back and decided I wanted to cheer myself up and dye my hair. So whilst I was in the airport on my way back from England, because I live in Scotland with my partner, I called him and said, look, I'm not feeling too good, I feel really bad, I really need to dye my hair to cheer myself up. So he said, okay, I'll go to the shop for you and get you a hair dye. Which one do you want? So I screenshotted him the one I wanted. The one I wanted was the Clairol's Nice and Easy semi-permanent in the shade Natural Black, because I normally have black hair for the colder months, and my natural colour when it gets warmer, because being a goth, or well, I'm new to the subculture, but being a goth, it can be quite a struggle, especially when you're new, having black hair and wearing black all summer, especially when I'm a natural ginger and like the sun just kills me off anyway. So he went off and bought the dye. The hair I had at my nan's funeral, it was a Directions dyed over my natural hair colour. I just dyed my hair, I think poppy red was the shade I used over my natural ginger hair, because my nan wanted everyone to wear red at her funeral, so I thought I would cheer everyone up and dye my hair red, because I knew no one else was going to do it, because I'm the crazy one of the family. So I dyed my hair red, got my red dress and went to my nan's funeral. When I come back, obviously I put the hair dye on. I arrived back on the 4th of April, and that night my boyfriend helped me put my hair, dye my hair. So we dyed it black, and it ended up looking gorgeous and looked like this. I'm going to put a picture here for you. Right, so that's what it turned out like. It looked gorgeous, but after obviously the end of April came, it started to get warm in Scotland, and I was just like, this was a bad idea. Like, I should have just waited for my ginger hair to come back through the red and just gone with it. And I'd started to like grow roots, and it looked like I was going bald. Obviously I'm used to the regrowth with my hair in the winter, but obviously it's summer, so my hair was just growing a lot quicker with the sun hitting it. So I was starting to look like I was balding with the regrowth. Even after a couple of weeks, the regrowth was like ridiculous. But the black was not fading, so I was like, okay, this is a bit funky. It's never happened to me before. I have the kind of hair that like semi-permanent dyes work for me, and they work for a little while, but eventually they fade and they just fall out. And I was just like, okay, something funky is going on here. So I started washing my hair with anti-dandruff shampoo twice a week for like a month, and that was like, I started that maybe May, after I got, like, as soon as the roots started to come through, and I was like, oh no, that looks hideous. So I think it was like the first week of May I started doing that. I was like, no, I need to go back to ginger, I need to get this out, and just like roll with my natural hair for the rest of the month. I should point out that in January I had said to myself that I was not going to put any harsh chemicals, i.e. permanent dye, on my hair or bleach, definitely no bleach, and I wasn't going to use heat on my hair, hence why my hair is in space buns, because I'm still trying not to use heat except for special occasions, like if I'm going out, if it's like date night or something, I'll bring the straighteners through or curl it or whatever I want. But at the minute, we're just like, when we're just at home, that's it. It's just up or it's just down in its natural wave. So yeah, anyway, back to my story. It's just thought I'd put that in for you guys. So anyway, I started with the anti-dandruff shampoo, and I was noticing, like, after like a couple of washes, I think the first week, I was noticing there was no difference whatsoever. Like, there was no colour coming out in the shower, like nothing. And I was like, okay, this is weird. So I decided to go and get a hair colour remover, and I was just like, wow, if this is stuck in my hair, I'm not bleaching it. I put my foot down. So I am not bleaching my hair. It's not happening. No way. No way, blase. If it comes to it, I will go ape and call the company. So basically, I went and I bought a Joe Baz hair colour remover. I googled and found out that I had really good reviews, and it was £5 in B&M at the time. So I decided it's usually a tenner. So I was like, yeah, bargain. It's my day. So I went home, put it on. Kept on for an hour, like it said on the box, and after the hour I noticed my hair had gone ginger, and I was like, yes, great, I'm gonna be able to just do this, no other harsh chemicals, and go back to just doing what I've been normally doing for the rest of the 5 months of the year. So I was in the shower for 15 minutes, rinsed it off, following the instructions, which is like 15 minutes rinsed it off in different stages. So I did that. I come out, and as soon as my hair like went cold, that was it went back black. My hair was black. As I was rinsing it, I could see the ginger. As I went in the shower, it was definitely ginger, and my boyfriend was like, oh, it's worked. Come out the shower, my hair was still black, and I was like, don't know what's happened there. My hair is still black. So it was super annoying. I decided to go to the shop and buy another one and do one in a couple of days. I thought, before I do that, I'm going to try and lighten it myself so that the colour remover hasn't got to be on as long. So I tried to use vitamin C and anti-dandruff shampoo. I left those on, and no word of a lie, I left them on each time for roughly 2 to 3 hours, because I really wanted the colour out of my hair. So it's like, none of this 20 minutes, it's not going to work after 20 minutes. So I did 3 of them with a box of tablets that I had. I split it and did 3. There was like eight big tablets in each mixture, and it just was not coming out. After 3 hours each time, there was no fade, literally no joke, no fade of my hair. I'll insert a picture of what my hair looked like after 2 hair colour removers, because I did the colour remover after 2 and vitamin C treatments, and nothing had happened, and it's still come back black, and like nothing, it wasn't even brown, it hadn't even faded to brown. And I'll insert a picture here. Right, this is what my hair, that picture there is what my hair looked like in June. Right, so you can see my hair has got 3.5 months regrowth in the picture, and the ends are still jet black. Yeah, the struggle is real. At this point, the struggle was real. I was so pissed at this point, because I was still washing my hair with anti-dandruff shampoo twice a week. Still nothing was coming out in the shower. It still wasn't fading. I then decided to start the baking soda method. So I was doing that because I thought it would be less harsh on my skin than the vitamin C, because there's a lot of acid in vitamin C tablets. So I tried that. Kept those on for 2 to 3 hours. Nothing. So at this point, I was absolutely livid. I was not getting nothing I normally use to get stuff out of my hair was working. Normally a hair colour remover works. If I'm fading fashion colours, like when I was in my alternative phase before I decided that goth was for me, like fading fashion colours, vitamin C did it, and it would come out, and that was it. 3 hours and I'd be back to blonde underneath. So I was fuming. So at this point, I've took to Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, which is my Twitter is the same as my YouTube, I literally have only done maybe 1 tweet and a couple of like giveaway tweets for people that are doing giveaways that I follow on YouTube. So I tweeted Claro, because I've been trying to get hold of them via Facebook on their Facebook page for a while. They were not answering their emails on their normal website, and they were not answering my Facebook emails. So by this point I was livid, and I literally put, stop avoiding my Facebook messages, you've destroyed my hair, you need to fix it. So I tweeted them, and then eventually I got a Facebook return, and they basically said, oh, call this number and speak to somebody. So I called them, told them what happened. First they asked me if I'd kept the box or the receipt, and I was like, it's been 4 or 5 months since I dyed my hair, nearly 5 months at this point, since I dyed my hair the original colour. Nobody keeps the box and receipt after 5 months. So it's like, no, I don't. I was like, but I have got several pictures that are all dated from when I dyed my hair, the day I dyed my hair. A picture I took the other week of my hair, and I can take you a picture right now of what my hair looks like, and you can see. So I explained to them what I did, Clara, and then basically they said, well, we'll open a case and we'll look into it. So I'm thinking, okay, in the meantime I need to still carry on stripping my hair, because I've not long moved to Scotland, and it's time that I started like looking to get part-time work while my business is trying to take off. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get a part-time job whilst I'm waiting for my business to take off. Obviously, with my hair in the shit state it was, my only options were to, 1, dye it back black and just put up with the regrowth and the expenditure, or 2, bleach my hair at this point. And that's exactly what Claire told me, that like I would need to have my hair colour corrected. So it's like, that means bleach. So explain to them, like, you realise that you've affected my confidence, you have ruined the fact that my hair was really growing. I had my hair cut in October and I had it cut really short, and I hated it. I hate having my hair really short. And in October I went from here up to here because my hair was like really, it was kind of damaged and stuff, because I've been dyeing my hair for a long while, and I'm petrified of the hairdressers, so I don't go to regular hair appointments, because I always come out unhappy, or I come out and I like it, and then the next day I'm like, I can't style it, I hate it, which I think is everyone's problem. Well, yeah, so in October I dyed my hair. I shaved my sides of my head as well at one point. As you can see, it's grew quite a fair bit since I last shaved it in October. I've been shaving it for like a year, and then I grew it out from October to now, so my hair is like here now. It's almost the same length as this side. This side's like here, so I reckon by Christmas I'll have like a bob. So yay. But yeah, back to the matter in hand. So they came back to me and said to me, if you go to some salons and get some quotes for us, we shall discuss with our supervisors whether we can give you the money for the colour correction. So okay, that's fine, I feel you, I'll go to the salons. So I went to a few salons, explained to them what I did to my hair. A lot of them were very shocked, like they were all like, and nothing's faded. I'm like, no. They're like, what, nearly 5 months? I was like, it's 5 months next week, because I literally went the last week of July to these salons when they got back to me, and the first week of August would have been 5 months. So I was like, okay. And they were like, okay, so you want colour correction? I was like, yeah. They're like, it's going to need to be bleached at least once or twice. And I'm like, fuck. My hair is going to be fried. I'm going to have to have at least 2 or 3 inches cut off it. And then literally in my head was like completely a mess. I was crying my eyes out in my head. I didn't want to do it in the salon, but I come home and I was really upset. Like, my partner was like trying to calm me down, but I was like so upset. I mean, when you dye your hair with a semi-permanent hair dye, you do not expect for yourself to have it colour corrected. Like, especially when you've dyed it on virgin hair. Like, well, technically virgin hair, because it only had semi-permanent on, but the semi-permanent red I removed before I put the black on. I didn't just apply the black over the red, because that would look stupid. So yeah, so we did that. Basically now they've granted me £65 to have my hair colour corrected, but as I'd already applied for a job recently, I was like, well, by the time they sort me out, I'm gonna need to go for this interview hopefully. So I decided to do it myself with my own money, and then basically the £65 they give me will replace the materials that I had to buy. So to do it myself, because I hate the hairdressers, and quite frankly I didn't want to sit in the hairdressers for like 5 hours for them to bleach my hair twice, tone it, and then wash and cut it and everything else. So it's just like, I'm going to do it myself. I can do it, it's fine. Basically, so what I did for my hair first is I did a bleach bath, because bleach baths are a lot less harsh on your hair than actual bleach, just the bleach material. What you do with a bleach bath is you make the mixture up. I use the Olay bleach box dye that's like 9 shades removal, because like, you know, it was just easier. So I bought that, mixed it all, and then when you've done the mixture of the bleach, you then put it in a bowl, a non-metallic bowl if you can, because like bleach affects metallics. So don't mix with a spoon or a fork or something, because you're going to cause yourself like fucked up hair. And then you apply the same amount of shampoo to the bleach, so you've got double the mixture, but it's less harsh. So I applied that to my hair, kept that on for 30 minutes, and my hair had gone like a brown. It had gone a medium brown. So I was like, okay, maybe I can rock this for a little while. But then I was like really desperate to be back to my natural colour, so that my roots could grow and I can just be like, yeah, that's fine, that's completely fine. My hair is like, it's whatever. So then my boyfriend said, well, why don't you just do another bleach bath, because it'd be fine, because you haven't had it on for an hour like most people keep bleach on. You shouldn't keep bleach on for an hour, and please don't use 40%. If you're going to use a volume, at least use 20 or 30. And if you're going to use 30, I would suggest buying a bond repair like Olaplex or something off Amazon or eBay to apply in the mixture to keep your hair integrity. So while he was doing that, I was like, okay, you go off to the shop and get me another bleach. I asked him to get me the XXL bleach this time, because I know that works and goes like orange very quick. For those of you that use that bleach, you'll know it goes orange quite quickly, and then quite a yellowy brassy blonde. But as I didn't want to go brassy blonde, I only wanted the orange. I thought that's fine. So he went off. While he was doing that, I applied a warm coconut oil to my head and kept it on for, he was gone for about 30 to 45 minutes getting the bleach. So I kept it on, and then when you come back, I just applied the bleach bath again over the coconut oil, and my hair has never been so soft. I normally suffer with dry hair quite a lot, and now my hair is not dry at all. The ends were a little bit dry when I come out after doing my hair, which obviously I expected because of bleach, but there was literally a few millimeters. So all I did was just put my hair in pigtails and just trimmed the ends off. And my hair is now, if I'll come in nice and close for you guys so you can see, my hair is like, it doesn't look snapped or damaged or anything like that. I kept the second bleach on for 30 minutes also. I know, 25 minutes I think, 25 minutes. So there's a close-up of my hair. It really isn't damaged, I swear it's not. It's a little bit dry, that's it. So I plan to just put coconut oil on my hair once a week for the next few weeks. If you are trying to go blonde from ginger, I would suggest bleach baths. I would also suggest that you're very, very patient with your hair. Do not fry your hair. So as I said, please do not use 40%, because I did do hairdressing at college. That is the worst. It's the devil, that peroxide. It is the devil. You need to use 30% or 20% if you can. But once you've got your hair to a ginger, if you're trying to go blonde, switch from 30 to 20 and do bleach baths every 2 weeks. Like I did this in 24 hours. It's also got a to blend all the colour in one. I've applied Superdrug's own hair dye in the shade Rich Copper Gold, so that is the shade that my hair is all over now, except obviously I got hot roots during the bleach, so my roots were a little bit blonder, but it's okay. Although it wasn't even supposed to go on my roots, but it managed to get on my roots because bleach gets everywhere. So it's on my roots, and now the next time I'm just going to apply Rich Copper Gold to my roots, and then the rest of my hair I'll leave alone. So yeah, as I was saying, no 40% if you're going to dye your hair lighter than mine. No 40%. Patience. Give your hair a break. So don't go blonde over a few days. Please don't do that. You'll end up like one of these really bad cases on YouTube where people end up with hair that looks like you've melted a Barbie with a lighter. But you don't want that. You really don't, because you will never have the integrity of your hair again unless you shave all of your hair off and start from scratch. Even if you cut the bits off that have gone like candy floss, you will never get your hair back after that. So don't do it. Also, bleach baths instead of just straight on bleach is best. Wait 2 to 3 weeks if you can, or at least a week before applying, and in that week before you do another bleach, apply a hair mask or some coconut oil or macadamia oil or something to protect your hair. Or if you can afford it, get the Olaplex number 3, which is a hair treatment, and wear that, as well as apply Olaplex number 2 in your bleach mixture. You can apply that instead of shampoo if you have the Olaplex, but if you don't have the Olaplex, use shampoo in your bleach bath, please. And apply it to smothered coconut oil hair, and you will have silky hair like mine. My hair is still silky now that I've cut the dry ends off. It's just as good. I don't think my hair's ever been in this good a condition, because it's normally naturally very, very dry, because I have like a naturally wavy hair, so my hair is just like, it's always so dry. So yeah, that's all my advice. So if you want to go blonde, and then obviously blonde, if you want to go blonde, toner is all I can say. Put a blue/violet toner if you have yellow canary yellow hair, but please check on the internet what shade you have, because I've seen so many people want to go grey and they haven't got a white base to go grey, so they end up with green hair. You need to literally have like paper white hair, or your hair is just not going to go grey. It's going to go a different colour. It's either going to go blue or it's going to go green, depending on what base the grey dye is. So don't do that. If you're doing fashion colours, you can get away with having canary yellow hair. You don't really need to tone it, depending on what shade you want, obviously. If you want pastel, then you're going to need to tone. But other than that, this has been my video on how to go from black to ginger. In 24 hours if you're brave like me and have hair that has the integrity to do it. If you know your hair well and know your hair can cope, then go for it, but I'm not telling you to do that. I'm not telling you what to do, because I am not a licensed hairdresser. I dropped out of college after a while because I wanted to pursue beauty, so I pursued beauty instead of hairdressing. Also, yeah, I think that's everything. So I hope you found this video very informative and very helpful. If you did, leave me a comment down below and press that like button for me. If you enjoyed my video and want to join my family, please come and join my creepy geeky family. I'm new to YouTube. I upload 3 times a week currently, and I make cool videos and mainly like makeup, hair videos is what my channel is going to be about. Tattoos, piercings, all things body mods and cute and glamorous, basically. So thanks guys, have a nice day, be nice to each other, bye.